Maple leaf.
Yes. Yeah, there you go. It's not really a maple, it's a parent of the maple tree.
Parent of a maple tree.
It's one of the variations of the maple tree. Yeah, it doesn't produce the maple syrup, unfortunately. I wish it did. But and also, I think you need, for the maple syrup, you need a very cold environment, so it has to snow.
Yes.
And there's no snow there, so you're never gonna get anything. But the leaf is rich in iron, rich in phosphorus, which is a good fertilizer. If you let it fall on the ground, and we do all this soil preparation there, and leaf is part of it. So it's interesting. Also, we learn from that. By the way, the Cup of Excellence that we won in 2017 was a part of my farm that Katukayasu. It's mostly that tree, so we don't have other trees there. I think it has a connection with the amount of phosphorus and other elements that are present in the dry leaf. It helps the quality of the coffee also.
How do you call it in Portuguese?
Liquidamba.
Liquidamba.
Liquidambar. Liquidambar.
Liquidambar.
Yeah.
Interessante.
Leaf. There you go. There you go. That's where we are going. That's to December 01. So we started in 99. Forget, that's a yellow bourbon. We're still picking it, by the way. It's still going on. We went half of that at this point. When I left the farm, they were concentrating on the other farms because we are not as exposed to the some of the farms that we are working with are still beginning with the agroforestry, so the trees are small, so it's more like a sun coffee, and they ripen faster. So what I do is I go to the guys' farms with my people, and we pick coffee there. So I had to hire 7 people this year to pick coffee, to give you an idea. I had 27 people working for me this year.
27.
Yes, and also because of COVID virus situation, so there's no, nothing's happening, a lot of unemployment. So it was easy to hire people in my region. Because a lot of hotels, when it closed down, now it's open again, but during March, April, May, until beginning of June, all the hotels were closed. Even if you wanted to go there, you could not have a place to stay. The restaurants had limitations to open, very few hours of the day. And there's a lot of unemployed people. The government's giving aid here in Brazil. They're helping people with money. They're putting money in the bank for people to survive. It's a very difficult situation right now. Not nice what's going on. Anyway, that's one of the first places we planted the yellow bourbon. Yes. Yes. So that's been going on for a long time and doing really well. Still good quality, good nice coffees.
Why did you choose yellow bourbon?
Just because of the market situation. I looked at the most prized coffees in the period when I was researching the varietals. What we did, we tried to plant 8 different varietals, so we had different maturation periods for the coffee. So I could have my own team of people working at the farm, not people I wouldn't be dependent on hiring people to pick coffee. So we have coffee ripening from April, May until November, December, depending on the varietal. Yellow Bourbon is one of the longest ones in terms of ripening period. So we'll probably still be picking it until the end of October this year, depending on the weather. If it heats up, it'll go faster. If it keeps on cold, it's still cold there at night. So at this point, we're still getting cold weather. Which is great. The big variation, day and night temperature, that's where you get the good coffees. So
Mhm.
this year has been
Yes.
perfect weather, really good.
This is
That's
your
my grandfather.
grandfather.
Yeah, it looks very Frenchy. Look at that.
French.
It's Fontinelli. Fontinelli is from south of France. His family they immigrated from France 200 years ago. Yes. So he had green eyes. A very good man.
Then, like, he was born in France.
No, he was born in Brazil during in 1908. So he will be now. He died 101 years old. He went through world wars. This guy was a tough guy. He went through really hard times during his life. He had 7 brothers. And my great grandfather, his father, during the world wars, he went bankrupt 2 times. So they had no money, they had no shoes, they had no proper food in the beginning of the First World War. They went through some hardships. By the way, both my families, the English one, the same thing. Huh? They went through all the London thing and the Second World War with the Nazis. We had a lot of military people in my family, a lot. Submarine commander, RAF pilot, a bunch of guys like that. They all died during the war. Yes. Anyway, Oliver was young. Because he didn't take part in the war itself. Because he was in the First World War, he was like 6 years old. And in the second, he was already too old to go. So he did his Navy thing in Brazil only, but he didn't go to the war. But he suffered from the war. It's like you guys did in Japan, a lot of people that didn't fight, but suffer from the effects. Anyway, it's interesting, man. Pioneer in many things here in Brazil.
Okay. This is your farm. This is a Jacu.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah. They're really active this year. Uh-oh. Look at this. Look at this magazine. Oh, man. My God. How's it going? Too bad. There you go. This is new packaging. I can send you photos also.
Oh.
Yeah, it's nice. So it's proper valve and everything. I like it better. There you go. I had less here.
Kamoshin farm first became very famous with the Jacu bird coffee.
Yeah.
When it happened, how did you feel about that?
It raised a lot of attention in the media because it's an exotic product. So that helped us a lot in terms of, people paying attention to what we're doing. And in the end of the day, it is more like a product that helps us explain what is organic biodynamic agroforestry system farming. That's the reason I really enjoy this product. Even it's a good coffee. It's not the best coffee that we make, but it has the exotic side that people want to understand, want to enjoy, want to try. And that gives us a chance to talk about what we do in volume. And it has to do with what we do because, as I told you in the beginning of the interview, we only have this because we are a valley with the agroforestry system inside. So it was a big surprise for me, to tell you the truth. We began doing this a little bit like a funny thing, and in the end of the day, it's a very serious product. So we have to respect that in the sense that we are. Our main competitors is the Kopi Luwak from Indonesia. That's the only other animal coffee that really has some significance in terms of coffee markets, and that is a little bit of a problem because they're now confining animals to produce the coffee, which is bad, and we don't do that. We actually enjoy having them free range. and they build their own nests everywhere on the farm. And it's as I increase the quantity of coffee I'm planting, I'm seeing more and more birds every year. So we are like a recuperation breeding area for these birds. By the way, this is bird only in Brazil, only in the Mata Atlântica region, which is the coastal forests on the side of Brazil, on the coast. It's native of Brazil, and in many states it's under extinction because it's hunted by man to eat. And and they also crossbreeded with the chicken. So they get the fighting cocks, the birds fight each other.
Yes.
So Jacu bird is good for that. Yeah, they train it to be a fighter. Yeah, and that's really still going on here in Brazil. I'm sorry to say that. We still have these cockfights like in Mexico and other parts of. You've probably seen that in other countries like Colombia.
Yeah, I saw it in Colombia.
Yes. Yeah, they do that a lot there. So anyway, that's it.
Okay. This is coffee organic.
Yeah, there you go. That's very interesting. The coffee husk is really something. I'm learning more about different preparations. The cold preparation is really good.
Cold preparation.
Yes, with we add some gengibre. Oh God, and some honey and some lemon juice, and it's really tasty, really refreshing. And during the winter, it's a nice tea to have warm. So it has many applications. This product is full of antioxidants. It's full of interesting elements. I'm going to share with you also. Hold on. I'm going to share a bunch of things with you. New information for you. Yes, carry on while I do this. Okay, here we go. Yep, this one. Casa do Café. Well, you understand Portuguese, so it's not a problem. Carry on. You see the cascara. You can use this interesting information for you about the cascara. I'm sending it through your phone, huh?
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
This is your drying bed.
Yes. Yeah, we're still doing that, so I don't think we'll have a change. It works. I'm not really into this closed anaerobic fermentation thing. I think that's a fashion thing. It's a fad. It will disappear in time, or it will really be less than it is today. And in my experience in tasting, it's a very sketchy coffee. It can overreact in terms of fermentation, and then you get the off tastes, and you get a riado taste, a real riado. It's not easy to do, and it's a lot of work. So for some applications, I think fermentation is good if you want to raise. There you go. He's doing really well, Rafael. Also lost a lot. Everybody's lost weight.
Except me.
Now, you look good, man, with the suit. You're looking good. Yeah, well, you should go work out. Go walk somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, fermentation. No fermentation for me. That's Roberta, my agronomist.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's talking about the preparations there.
How did you get to know the biodynamic? Is that the
guy?
Nicola Jolie?
Yeah, Nicola Jolie. Nicolas came to visit us, and he introduced me to biodynamic practices in a very funny way. And he's doing really well. He lost his wife now a few months ago, but he's back on track, and doing a lot of lectures about biodynamics. Just did one in Paris, important show there. And he's one of the pioneers in that. So knows everything about it. He's much more biodynamic than I am, but he's very much into the energy side of biodynamics, talking about energy and bringing the energy of the cosmos to the plantation. And in wine, it has a huge influence. I mean, all the best wines in the world are now biodynamic. All of them. From Bordeaux, from Burgundy, from Australia, from Chile, from Argentina. They sometimes do not declare because you have to go through a certification, which is costly and it's work intensive. This year we had digital certification. So nobody went there because they couldn't travel because of the pandemic. So we had to go around with our phones and filming the farm, and it was funny. It took 5 days instead of one. It's really, really crazy. So that's the summer preparation. That's pure silica. That's a light amplifier. More flowering, more everything. There you go. That's the horn. Yes, you have to bury the horn during the summer and during the winter solstice. So, we just passed the solstice about 3 days ago. Solstice is when the day is exactly the same as the night, 12 hours.
Yes.
Yeah, so we just passed the winter solstice and went to the summer about, it was 3 or 4 days ago. Yeah, something like that. So that's when we have to bury the horns. We take out the winter preparation.